Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm here with the Honda NSX, and what I'm gonna end up doing in this video is something a little bit different. So obviously, as you guys have requested, I'm gonna revisit the NSX, this NSX specifically, and build it up to level 399, which is exactly what I did. And I'm gonna take it out and see obviously what it's like compared to the way it was as a level 299. Now the most important thing about this video is I'm gonna compare it to this, the new NSX. Now, which I've carefully built over time, so it has, first of all, I'm just gonna say it now, it has better parts, a lot better parts than the other NSX. The other NSX is, I mean, it is level 399, but it still could use slightly better parts. However, this one I've been driving for a long time, so you guys would know that it's a very good car overall. I've called it the mini egg because I honestly consider this as a mini Koenigsegg. It is that good. The Koenigsegg is obviously the fastest car in the game, right? No doubt about that, it is the fastest car in the game. Now, in second place, it's either this, the 911 RSR, or the NSX, the new NSX. And I think the RSR and the NSX are pretty much the exact same when it comes to how good they are at handling, speed, all that sort of stuff. They're very good. They don't really deserve to be in first place, obviously, because the Koenigsegg is there, but in second place, very close second, are these two, 100%. So, does the level 399 Honda NSX have it, pretty much? Does it actually have it? Can it actually keep up with its younger sibling and actually try get it to be as fast as the Acura NSX? I don't know if it can. So I've built this thing. Obviously, with a few extra parts, I could get it to be a little bit faster, but I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'll try to see how good it is, and we'll try to compare both of them. So I'm going to go ahead. Like, look how beautiful this is. I still love this NSX so much. It's so good looking. Especially with all the advanced kit on it. Like, it's just so good looking. Anyway, so the hyperspace circuit is obviously where we're going to be testing out both of these cars. It's kind of an old versus new type of video, this as well. I know I'm revisiting this NSX, but it's an old versus new type of video. I'm putting the old NSX versus the NSX. Now, as soon as they decided to release the whole update of level 399, you know, before that, a lot of people have been asking me to actually do an old versus new episode or what video on the NSXs, pretty much. So as soon as they decided to release that, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and downgrade the Acura NSX just so it gets to this Honda's NSX's like sort of level. I'll just wait and I'll build this to level 399 instead, so I don't have to ruin the Acura NSX. So I'll show you guys how good this thing is, right? I'll show you guys how good the Acura NSX is. It's absolutely unreal. It is easily the second best car in this. Like, it's honestly up there as being literally the second best car in the game. Acceleration is very good. Handling is very good. I like the way it has a lot of NOS, which is one thing that the Honda NSX doesn't have, because it was just difficult to get parts for it. It just took forever to actually get parts for it. Handling, incredibly good. Turns corners whenever I want it. Brake to drift works really well with this thing. It just doesn't have that stupid speed that the Koenigsegg has, where I'm doing like over 200 miles per hour on like every corner, which is just unreal. But taking corners, accelerating out of corners, it's perfect for it. It's a lovely car to drive. Very easy to control. I mean, I've done a build on this before, so you guys should have seen that. But it's a wonderful car to be in. Wonderful car to drive in this game. It's very good. I've never had trouble with this car when I was doing this. Actually, the only reason why I would actually end up using the 911 over this when I'm doing the hyperspace race is that this is a little bit lower. It's very similar to the Koenigsegg, the way it handles. It's a little bit lower, so it actually does snag in the ground a little bit for some of the bumps. So if I'm not careful, I will end up flipping this, and that's kind of why I don't use the Koenigsegg when I'm doing these races as well. It's either the this or the 911 RSR, and most of the time it's the 911 RSR because I don't know, it just feels better to drive over these bumps, even though this is probably just a tiny bit faster. So 143 is what I ended up getting with this thing. It's not bad. 143 is not bad at all. So we'll keep this as our base time. So 143 something. We'll keep that as our base time. So trade that in, obviously, because then I won't have my outlaw parts. And now swap over to the other NSX, to the Honda NSX this time. And let's have a look and see what it's like to drive. I went past it. Here it is. So 918 horsepower, 213 top speed. It's decent. It should be decent anyway. NOS isn't there though. That's the one thing that oh, so nice looking. So good looking. Alright. Let's try it again. This time with the Honda NSX. Let's see if it's any good. I can already see the NOS being a problem because I've already used it all up while I got here. Just before the first corner. Right, what's the handling like? Ooh, it's not as strong as the it's not as strong as the Acura when I'm doing the whole brake to drift at the last corner. So I do have to slow down a little bit more. As for the longer corners, it does slow down a tiny bit more than the Acura. So this I have to slow down a little bit more. But it still shoots out of the corners very quickly. The NOS, man. The NOS is like one main thing that this needs. I'm gonna go buy a part now. I don't want to keep doing that now. I need to go get like a NOS part, pretty much, because it's just I don't want to ruin this whole run just because I don't have like enough NOS for my race here. I definitely want to try and fix this. It's just so it's more of an even comparison because it's a little bit too. It drives really well. It drives really well. There you go. I can change this for the block. Anything else I can actually add on? I could do this as well for our. We get extra brakes. Got Americana parts, so we got better NOS as well. Perfect. This is perfect. So we could trade that in. What else? We could trade that in as well. Alright. That should be a little bit better. 8.8 instead of whatever it was, 6 before. Let's try this again. It's gonna be a lot better this time. See, I think NOS is the most important thing for this race anyway. Just because once you take a corner, like you want to get out of that corner as fast as possible. And NOS helps a lot. It just helps you accelerate a lot faster than you're supposed to, pretty much. It's the whole thing about it. Like you get out of the corner, and there you go. You're 180, 190 miles per hour. Again, here, brake, go into a corner. It's not bad. And then I need NOS to get out of that corner, get myself up to speed. Wow, that's a bigger difference. It kind of tends to go a little wide when it gets to about 190 miles per hour compared to the other NSX. For this corner, I still have to slow down quite a lot, which is kind of annoying. Acceleration is very good still, 200 miles per hour, no problem with this thing. See, like right now at 190, it's going wide. It's going a little wide, but overall, damn. A lot of the times in the old versus new videos, the newer cars win, usually. It's a little bit less comforting to drive this. I'm gonna put it like that. It's a little bit less comforting to drive. The reason why I say that is I feel like I have to work a little bit. I feel like I have to work a little bit harder to keep my speed up with this thing. .190 miles per hour gets a little bit iffy. It's not that far off. It's not that far off. With a little bit of more careful driving, I think I could get this thing to like a 144, maybe 145, 144. So these are very, very equal. This NSX, the Acura and the Honda NSX are very, very equal to the way they drive. They really are. Damn, that was good. What a solid car. What a solid car. Well, there you go. I still think that it's a little bit easier to drive the Acura. I think it's a lot easier to drive the Acura. It's not as stressful as this thing. Just feeling it at like higher speeds, just it feels like it's a little bit unstable. And what I mean by that is like you can tell that it like wants to go a little bit wider. You have to control the braking a little bit more with this thing. You have to brake harder, sort of figure out where to nos, that sort of stuff. Maybe because I'm more familiar, I guess, with the Acura NSX, because I've used it for a very, very long time. But I just still feel like this is a little bit less stable than the Acura. But still, nonetheless, it's a beautiful car. Now that it's a level 399, finally, it's got like a chance to actually keep up with some decent cars. But yeah, that's gotta be it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video of the revisited Honda NSX, and also an old versus new video, both in the one video pretty much. So yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.